Hello, my guys, and the one lady who's watching this. Welcome to the podcast. Today we're talking about YouTube analytics or the weekly recap, aka them trying to educate creators. So, that is something you get as a YouTube creator. Each week you get a little recap where they're trying to motivate you and tell you how much money you earned. And for me, it's like, oh, this number is actually going up. It's like, was $5 this week, $6, $7, and now what is it this week? Oh my god, 8:45. Amazing. So as you can see, I am on my way to make a full-time living off of YouTube, and that is what this podcast is all about. Of course it's not. If you're new to the podcast though, and you found this episode by chance, well, it is about my journey as a super fucking small creator. I have 4.1k subscribers at the moment, and I started this podcast because I thought, well, it's kind of boring to listen to all these well-established super huge creators lecture you about how to do your thing when you're still small and you don't know a lot of stuff yet. You don't know how to handle your lighting situation well, and if you are watching this on YouTube right now and you are telling me that my lighting situation is crap, I know. That's why it's for listening. But watch my nature videos, then you will know I can handle awesome, great daylight conditions. Like a pro. Anyway, so that's the perspective of the podcast. Just a let's learn together, let's grow together kind of approach instead of the, oh, this is what I did and now I have 1 million subs. Who cares? I don't want to hear that. That's not motivating me. That's so far away from what I'm doing that I don't even know what to take out of it. Other than, well, it's great that some people get to this point in their life after years and years and years of hard work and a ton of side projects and probably a very supportive spouse helping them financially. But yeah, the objective of this podcast is the complete opposite, as in showing the real struggles and showing the real slow, boring, sometimes exhausting growth process and my learnings on the way. I'm also looking into data analysis, and as somebody who works with data on a daily basis, I have my thoughts on that. But yeah, that is what we're talking about. And today, let's go into my analytics and look at this recap that you get as a creator. Here is my analytics. So my weekly recap shows me like my most popular video on top first, and it's like something about cloud services being crap. And then how many people watched my stuff, which is 3.3k. That's actually not a lot because I haven't uploaded regularly and I didn't make a lot of evergreen helpful tutorial style videos. That is what I did in the past, and it worked more or less well depending on the subject. So if you don't know, I started out doing mostly minimalism content, and sometimes I kind of want to circle back to that a little bit. I liked making some of these videos, but I also find them incredibly hard to make. It's just so much preparation to film proper B-roll for those videos. And if you watch a lot of minimalism content creators, it's just not my vibe, right? It's those completely vanilla mommy types that just share their beautiful home where everything is just perfectly furnished, polished, and white. Yeah, I think it's just a little bit too white vanilla for me, I guess. I don't know, I like secondhand stuff. I like it if things tell a story, and I also don't think that minimalism is so hard to do that you have to talk about it all the time. Like, just get rid of your shit, boom, you're a minimalist. It's not that hard and it's not that deep, so I don't feel like I have to constantly talk about it. Anyway, 3.3k views. Alright, great. I don't know how I feel about YouTube implementing the profile pictures of the people. I mean, it's great if you recognize your followers, but personally I think you should always have the right to be forgotten. I'm not gonna share that because, you know, it's their property in my opinion, so I'm gonna blur that out. And then you get this list of how people found you, which is important to understand because you want to know how you get your traffic, how do you get your new viewers. And you always want to have more new viewers than returning viewers. Like, the returning viewers are a superset of your subscribers, right? Because some of them, they just don't subscribe. I don't know why you don't subscribe, dude. I mean, I do know, because sometimes I don't subscribe to somebody because I feel like, this person is kind of a little bit problematic and I only like half of their content, so I will just trust the algorithm to give me the few videos of this creator that I might be interested in, and that's why I don't follow them on social media. Especially on TikTok, I do that. I like the videos and then I will just be brought back to a video eventually. But I'm not sure if that even works on YouTube. And so, yeah, I think you should subscribe to me if you want to keep watching the videos, because otherwise you're probably not going to be notified unless there is like some video that blows up beyond the average. So yeah, consider subscribing. Anyway, so the recurring viewers are just basically your subscriber base, the ones that always watch your videos, but there are some that are returning but they're not subscribing, and you're just gonna have to live with it. And then there are the new viewers. Those are the ones you want to get to come back. I mean, they don't necessarily have to subscribe first, they just have to come back. Because I think that, subscribing on YouTube means you're committing to having this person on your feed. And sometimes I'm not really sure if I want that with a lot of creators, because I think, well, this creator made one good video that I liked, but other than that, he's a gamer. I'm not fucking interested in gaming content. So it makes sense that I don't want to subscribe to you. However, I also think that strategically it's way wiser to make videos that convert these people into subscribers, or at least returning viewers. So I know what I should do. I just can't accept it in my heart, because I still feel like I want to YouTube and I want to be a YouTuber in a way that people subscribe to me because they just have the same vibe, or they are just very tired but can't fall asleep, and this helps them, when they're listening to this, they're just falling asleep faster. And so I like to help people with that, and I hope that I can stick with this for the rest of my YouTube career. I don't want to be a niche channel. I might be going down this path a little bit with the Linux content, but to my followers, please know it's not always only going to be Linux content. I have other stuff in my life that I will share. I think the best channels are the ones that mix both helpful stuff with just a chill personality. So what's interesting about this is, and it's not always like this, right? These 3 points, they are different. The first one here is YouTube Home, the second is YouTube Advertising, and the third is YouTube Search. So YouTube Home is basically the For You page of YouTube, as in the suggestions that users get. And that is probably AI driven, and it's what people call the algorithm. That is what you personally get suggested in your feed. And YouTube Advertising, I don't know, maybe that's site ads, as in like showing up on Google on the side. We have this with Etsy shops as well, off-site ads that bring people into the YouTube or to the Etsy platform, right? And then you convert complete strangers to your channel just because you're search optimized. They're not saying what it is, which is kind of crappy, but again, people who engineer user experience and screens like that, they always try to make it extremely simple, which I personally find absolutely hideous, but that's their whole thing. And so I don't know what YouTube Advertising in detail means. YouTube Search is pretty clear. That's the search on YouTube on site, not via Google. That is something that, if you have an advice channel, should be number one, because you want your tutorials be ranked high in search and you want to be found that way. Because if you have a how-to channel, you basically only make helpful, searchable, evergreen content. That's all you do. I don't do that. I do some helpful evergreen content, but I also do a lot of, just let's hang out content, okay? So for me, this is actually perfectly fine. I don't really think it matters if YouTube search is in second or third place. I mean, for my revenue, it would certainly be better if it was in second place, but I just don't have enough helpful videos for that. So people are basically watching me because they have me in their feed, which is good. That means the algorithm knows what to do with my videos. It's not a bad thing. Now, what are my most watched videos that week? Holy shit. Okay, the first is a reaction. The second one is an unnecessarily polarizing video, and the last one is a helpful how-to, I guess. The first one is reaction video to another YouTuber, and the second one is how programming changed, where I'm just ranting a little bit how everybody is looking up stuff on Google instead of knowing basic programming routines by heart, basic commands. Yeah, I stand by that. I think you should know this kind of stuff by heart, or at least be able to get to the point of auto-completion without help from fucking Google. And the last one, yeah, that's how to install NewPipe, which is an ad-free alternative to YouTube. I personally use NewPipe to watch longer videos where I want to skip back and forth because I don't want to be interrupted 10 times by ads that I can't click off. And I really think that YouTube should change their ad policies and the way they handle ads, because long term, nobody wants to have non-skippable ads. Non-skippable ads are awful. Then you also get some weird statistic about how many likes, shares, and comments you have, and you're told how much you earned. Wow, 845, I think I already mentioned that. It's actually a good number for a small YouTube channel like mine. And for a fact, I know because of the minimalism content I did before, and like 1K of my subscribers just followed me for the minimalism content, and they are probably dormant by now. So that's actually okay. And then you were asked a quiz like how many times the videos were liked. I don't know. 123 times. Great. Good. So that is the recap, and you get that every week, and it's supposed to be motivating, but to me it's more like, I suck this week, I guess. And that is the part where you should remind yourself how important it is to have a day job, to have a life, to do something other than just YouTube. Because YouTube is not your job unless you can live off of it. You're a YouTuber, and it's a cool hobby, but it's not your job yet. Anyway, this week I got one that was really interesting, and it is called How to Balance Your Upload Schedule. And this is different from the other weekly reports because it is trying to give me some helpful tips. So let's see how they are. Those are always so fake positive and just, I don't know. It's like, dude, YouTube is capitalism like everything else. Just be honest about it. But yeah, they're trying to make it nice. So let's take 1 second to appreciate YouTube's effort. You can plan your uploads with these 3 types of content: Hub, Help, and Hero. Thank God it's 3 H's and not just 2. When I read hub, I just thought of USB hub, but I really don't know what the word hub otherwise means. That sounds made up, but okay. If you know what the word hub means and you're watching this on YouTube, then please enlighten me in the comments. Because to me, a hub is something you hook up multiple devices to. So in the next slide, it shows me what are hub type videos. First, there is this one I made about how antivirus software is kind of overrated, especially heuristic software. Like, what the fuck? Configure a fucking firewall. And then an unboxing video of my ThinkPad and a vintage photo editing tutorial, which was just about how to prepare photos so that they look nice for selling your old shoes online. Familiar and keeps viewers coming back. One of them is literally a tutorial video. How is that familiar? It's really not a talking video. I mean, it is a little bit of a talking video, but mostly it's a straightforward just editing tutorial. So this tells me I did something wrong there, but I don't know. Then the next one shows me evergreen answers to common searches, and I think this one is actually correct because you can see in the statistics that these videos are evergreen. And the reason for that is that their accumulative views chart will have a constant slope and not level off like a process going into saturation, physically speaking. So this is really interesting because an average YouTube video looks like this, like a logarithmic curve, like it's just leveling off at some point. And these evergreen kind of videos, they just go up and up and up and up. So yeah, I think this is kind of accurate. And these videos also got a lot of positive feedback, as in this was helpful, thank you, super thanks, and that kind of stuff. So I think if you want to optimize your income on YouTube, these evergreen videos are really, really good. Suppose they have a lot of views. If you don't bring in a lot of views with them, it really doesn't matter if the slope is constant, it's still gonna be fucking flat. And then the last type is the hero video, and that means popular topics with a big appeal. Rare and well planned. Yeah, rare, as in I don't know when this will hit me and it's completely fucking random. For instance, this video shown in the category is a word on Linux elitism. That is one of my videos that blew up out of nowhere. I did not plan for that. It was certainly not my intention. It was just a rambly blah 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 Linux video that I made on some unpopular opinion of mine, I guess. And I got both positive and negative feedback on this video. It was obviously very polarizing, even though that wasn't even my intention. I was like, okay, whatever, I'm just pissed that so many people in forums can't read or are just mean beyond reason towards noobs, and it's stupid and entitled. But yeah, this video for some reason completely blew up, brought in a lot of new subscribers, what I'm really grateful for, and kind of brought me to make more Linux videos. I mean, I had like 5 in the pocket already when I was making this video, and it was kind of, yeah, that part was planned, but the video was not really planned. It wasn't even scripted. And personally, I don't think you can plan viral videos. They just happen. They sometimes just happen because of trends, because of a really nice matching music that everyone wants to listen to over and over and over, and see new takes on how people interpret that, which you can see on TikTok or Instagram Reels now. Not really, that's dead, but on YouTube Shorts, yeah, maybe, I mean, it's a copy of TikTok, all of it is, but that kind of thing. And then it shows me how to balance my schedule. Okay, so you should balance these types to find a sustainable schedule. Thanks for not putting in a key, so I have to guess what was. Okay, the hub was this with the little check mark. Fuck this shit. The book, what is the book? The helpful? Oh yeah, like a read the fact manual. And then the praise, that is the hero video. There are little emblems here, and there is a calendar or schedule in the back. This is like my weekly schedule. Okay, so on 2 Tuesdays in a month I have to do a tutorial, and on 3 Saturdays I should do a relatable video where I'm just rambling. Then once a month I should do a hero type viral video. Okay, YouTube, yeah, let me know more about how to go viral, then I will happily comply with your idea of what a YouTuber should do. I don't know, I mean, they mean well, they really do, because YouTube is trying to help you make your success more measurable, show you analytics that are absolutely helpful, and they are trying their best to also make you understand this. In my opinion, sometimes it's a little bit too dumbed down, and they don't need to do that. In my opinion, they should give you like an expert mode and a noob mode, and I would just choose the expert mode and go with it. I can also only repeat myself and say again and again that I feel like YouTube should be more transparent with creators. It's nice that they want to poke you and send you into the right direction. We all kind of know what they want. They want you to make helpful, viral, and feel-good content. That's all that is. The hub is the friendly community video, and then there is the tutorial, and then there's viral shit. But honestly, not every YouTuber can do that. That's why a lot of vlog channels don't do well. People usually don't like to watch other boring ass average people go about their day. It's not that interesting, it's not like you can learn anything from it. For instance, I am following the channel Dr. Dre, who is a dermatologist, and she is educating people on certain topical treatments and skin routines from the professional view of a dermatologist. However, she also puts up vlogs where she just goes to some grocery store and shops for cute mugs and does yoga or whatever. And I just don't watch that part of her content. I watched like 2 or 3 of those, but I'm a busy person. I don't have time for content that doesn't provide a value to me. And I just think you really have to know what your viewership is. If you are trying to appeal to younger people, those in general, like in their 20s, just have more time to waste, and they will listen to your videos where you're just rambling and teaching a little life lesson. I mean, I appreciate that kind of stuff too when I'm bored on the bus and I'm listening to Louis Rossmann telling me about his life or dating or stupid people, and I just listen to, I could listen to Louis Rossmann forever because he has a nice voice. And there's always something I can take away from these videos. They are not necessarily helpful in the way a how-to video would be. They're not super packed and dense, but they just make me feel better about myself, or make me feel like, oh, this is something I can change about my life, then I will feel better about myself. So that is why I watch his videos. Not necessarily because I just hate Apple, I mean I do, but it's not only that. It's not only that I want to hear rants, it's not only that I want to hear about what is going on in the right to repair movement or something like that. And I think if Louis Rossmann would start a vlog channel, dude, I think I would be down. That would probably be the only vlog next to Jonna Yinton that I would watch. No fucking shit. I mean, Jonna Yinton is another example of a YouTuber that never does anything strictly helpful, yet she is helpful. Like, she makes you feel good with her calm nature vlogs, and even if she just shows her life, it gives you this feeling of being inspired. It hands out this idea of a beautiful, simple, and calm life. Anyway, that's everything I have to say about this YouTube recommendation thing. Make sure you don't waste too much time listening to my podcast. That's it.